Good evening. 1 minute till quiz time. We are on the 49th quiz. A day late, but late is better than never, huh? There you go. For those of you who did turn up to yesterday's quiz, I hope you saw my message. Thank you so much for your messages. And I apologise for not being here yesterday for the quiz. But all is good, and we are back in tonight, and we're just a day behind now. But thank you very much, and I'm sorry that we didn't do a quiz yesterday. Alright, we are back though with our quiz today, and we have another 20 questions and another 30 points. And of course, one of those points comes from the shout-outs. As always, please do join in with the chitter chatter, either to the right of your screen if you're on the computer, or below the video if you are on your phone, and I will give you a shout out and of course take a bonus point for it. Here we go then, let's start our quiz for this evening with question number 1. Who is currently the richest man in the world? That is question number 1 today. Who is currently the richest man in the world? Evening to Josh, evening to Jane, Emma, Grandma, Bubba and Grandad, Auntie Cheryl, Uncle Simon, Neve and Ollie. We've got everybody that's on the screen at the moment. Danielle. I think that's everybody on the screen at the moment. Question number 2. Cannonball, bok choy, and red drumhead are all types of what? Cannonball, bok choy, and red drumhead are all types of what? For number 2. Evening Michelle, Alice and Samuel. Evening to Caroline as well, with tacos tonight. Very nice indeed. Yesterday's brownies, this is an update from Neve, who prepared brownies to go with yesterday's quiz, which the brownies happened, the quiz did not. But the brownies were very good, and they're for tomorrow at work. Oh, so you've not actually eaten them yet? Oh, you have tried a little corner. Oh, well, at least you've tried a corner. Oh, they'll be very pleased at work. Lucky them. Number 3, if you would ask people what sort of car they had wanted, what did Henry Ford say they would have replied? If you had asked people what sort of car they wanted, what did Henry Ford say they would reply? That is question number 3. Evening, Rachel. Hope you had a nice day. Thank you for your message. Martin, I did enjoy the sunshine. I mowed the lawn of all things. To be honest, it was looking like an absolute state. Question number 4. Hope you had a nice day in the sun too. Maybe some bike riding. Question number 4. Pythagoras' theorem is about what type of shape? Pythagoras' theorem is about what type of shape? Welcome, Sophie and Tom. You've made it. You're only on question number 4, so every chance of winning, you never know. Question number 5, double pointer, and of course our picture question. Celebrity faces, see if you can identify these 2. So 1 point for each. Can you tell me who they are? Celebrity faces. Who are these 2? We're going to move on to question number 6. Here we go. Which country do bonbons originally come from? Number 6. Which country do bonbons originally come from? Number 7. What mountain is the highest mountain in Europe? We're assuming at the tip-top point of it. Which mountain is the highest mountain in Europe is question number 7. I know they've not yet worked out a way to share Neve's chocolate brownies through the internet, but one day. I mean, they have found a way. It's Neve sharing the recipe, but it's not quite the same, is it? Sometimes it's the chef's magic touch. Number 8, here we go. Itty bitty word game. So you're looking for the 8-letter word in this grid. Your clue is fast car, sudden stop. That is your clue. Fast car, sudden stop. 8-letter words somewhere in this grid. See if you can find it. Evening, Judith and Stephen. Hope you had a nice day. Danielle prefers eating to baking. I'm with you, Danielle. Definitely. And Neve's chocolate brownie is very nice. Do you like chocolate brownies? Alright, question number 9. If you haven't already got those letters down, take a quick picture of your screen. Question number 9 is this. Who was Britain's best-selling non-fiction author of the 2000s? Who was Britain's best-selling author of the 2000s? Caitlin had a book when she was a child, just the one, about biggest mountains. Well, surely it only had one page then. There can only be one biggest. Biggest mountains. That's the only reason that she knows, but she knows it. And her mum's friend bought it for her because it was called Kite and Caitlin. But Caitlin died at the end. Oh. Happens to the best of us. It's quite a miserable children's book. Yeah, not very child-friendly story. I agree, Jane. Question number 10. Double points. Can you name this film and the year that it was released? I'm sure you can. Certainly the name of the film. Can you name this film and the year that it was released? Oh, a food critic. That would be a good job, wouldn't it? Yeah, a restaurant reviewer. You always get the best tables, with the best dishes, with the best service, and you don't then pay for it. It's amazing. What a job. There is such a job as a chocolate tester as well. But that looks very scientific, and I'm not actually sure it's that fun. I watched a chocolate documentary, and there was a chocolate taster on it, and they have lots of scientific things just sort of tied up to their mouth. I prefer just to eat a bit of chocolate. Question number 11. Who was president of the USA when the Berlin Wall fell? Who was president of America when the Berlin Wall fell? That is question number 11. Oh, it was a book specifically written to help children deal with death. But Ruth just saw the name Caitlin and got excited. Well, Sophie got Sophie Ballerina when she was younger, but I think it was probably more child-friendly, that one. Number 12, 5 points. This time it's flags. 5 flags. See if you can name all of them. 1 point for each. We've gone for a new one this time. We had sports crests for the last few weeks, but we have run out of sports crests and we have exhausted my sports knowledge. We had exhausted the sports knowledge before we even started, to be fair. But now we're on to flags. Fun with flags with Sheldon Cooper. Keep that in mind for later. Alright, let's take it to question number 13. Oh, Caroline's pleased with flags. 5 points there, you never know. Hopefully. Question number 13. Blankety blank. So, can you fill in the 2 missing words here? I've taken out 2 words of this lyric. We didn't start the something. It was always something since the world's been turning. What can you do with that for us? 2 missing words, 2 points if you can. We didn't start the something. It was always something since the world's been turning. I'd love to sing it for you, but I feel that would give it away. Martin is still on question number 8. He's still working out the itty bitty today. It'll come to you. Fast car, sudden stop. Ah, Caitlin's pleased. Martin's pleased. Oh, Judith's pleased. Everyone's pleased with flags. Oh, my mum still can't get the word one. It's in there. It's in there. You'll find it. Keep looking. Fast car, sudden stop. Cadbury World give out free chocolate on their tours, apparently, for every section that you go through. By the end, you feel a bit sick. Well, I wonder if they'll be able to do that now. In this era, well, I suppose, I wonder if they're having guests right now. They might do after the 4th of July, you never know, because what Bojo said today could happen. Bourneville could be back. Question number 14. Elphaba, Glinda and Fiero are characters in which show? Is it Fiero? Fiero. Fiero. I know it's Elphaba and Glinda. Elphaba, Glinda and Fiero are characters in what show? That's question number 14. Fast car, sudden stop, accident. Well, you never know. It is an 8-letter word. It is not the 8-letter word, but it's an 8-letter word that works with that clue. Song is now stuck in Neve's head. Well, I've got another song for you next. See if this one can replace the last song. So, Singing Computer, 2 points for it. Name the song and the original recording artist. Let's have a listen to today's song.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I am not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live.
Ah, see, that's a good song as well. That one can be stuck in your head for a bit. I'll play it again for you. Have a listen. If you didn't get it the first time, 2 points for it. 1 point for the name of the song, and a 2nd point for the name of the original recording artist.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I am not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live.
There we go. So hopefully you worked that one out. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of sing-song as well. Fiero. Oh, Fiero. Oh, look at that. Caitlin, what's it called when... Forget it. I'm so scrambled, to be fair. I know that there's a word somewhere that I wanted to use, and I know that I don't know that word right now. Question number 16. In which decade was the one-child policy introduced in China? In which decade was the one-child policy introduced in China? That's question number 16. There we go. Auntie Cheryl got the song. My mum got the song. Good stuff. Number 17. Ooh, name the city and the country from the skyline. Sure you can. Here we go. 2 points for it. Phonetic. Thank you, Judith. Yep, thank you, Caitlin. We got it. So that's teamwork for you. Phonetic. I knew it was something like that. I was going to say phonemic, and I just knew that was slightly wrong. I'll stick to reading. Name the city and country from the skyline. Number 17. Number 18 is the sort of question on my level tonight. Let's have a look at it. What are energy drinks designed to give you? What are energy drinks designed to give you? You tell me for question number 18. Well done for getting the word. Looks like my mum has finally got to question number 8. Number 19 this week is Sheldon or Sheldon't. Sheldon or Sheldon't. So you've got to tell me, is this a quote from Sheldon Cooper in The Big Bang Theory? I found the Grinch to be a relatable, engaging character. Is this a quote from Sheldon Cooper, or is it not? I found the Grinch to be a relatable, engaging character. Sheldon or Sheldon't? Anemic, phonetic. Very different. Sheldon, I found the Grinch to be a relatable, engaging character. Now, double points for number 20, as always, and it is the Dingbat. Have a look at this. I got very creative with this one. I'm quite impressed here. Nice bit of paint art for you. It's very fatalistic, Martin. There's always hope. Just dig deep for it. What do you see here? Double points for it. Solve the Dingbat. Who's Sheldon? You've not watched Big Bang Theory then. Sheldon is a character in The Big Bang Theory, the sitcom, about the scientists and Penny. It's on its 13th series. It's been very successful in America as well. It's from America. I'm trying to remember that. Is it HBO? Is it on HBO? I don't know really. But it's a big show about geeky, nerdy sort of scientists. Alright, just 5 more seconds with this one on the screen, then we'll start to go through the answers. Hopefully you've worked it out. I've got a few series of catching up to do actually on The Big Bang Theory. I am up to season 9, and then I didn't get more episodes on the ships, so that is where I have left it. So I've got a bit of catching up to do. I hear there are more marriages and there are babies involved and everything. Crazy. Here we go then. Let's start to go through the answers. Oh, no. Judith saying 12th series is the final one. I read today that there's a 13th series. It came up ping on my phone. Apparently, Penny and Leonard are having a baby. Shh, don't tell anyone. But it might just be fake news. But if it's not, then there's a 13th series. We will find out soon enough. Right, here we go. Question number 1. See what you got. Who is currently the richest man in the world? The answer to that is Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon. Number 2, founder of Amazon. Cannonball, bok choy, and red drumhead are all types of cabbage. They're all types of cabbage. Number 3. Oh yeah, you can get it on E4 in the mornings. Yeah. They play old episodes sometimes though. So I'm waiting for them to play some of the new ones. But yeah, that's what I've heard, Judith. We will find out. We'll find out together. Question number 3. If you had asked people what sort of car they had wanted, what did Henry Ford say they would have replied? It's a famous quote from Mr. Ford. He said they would have asked for a faster horse. A faster horse. Number 4. Pythagoras' theorem is about what type of shape? It's about right-angled triangles. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Oh, it's on Netflix too. Ooh, thank you, Caitlin. Ooh, because I now know how to get into Netflix. So that's good news. Wonderful. Pythagoras' theorem about right-angled triangles. Question number 5. Celebrity faces. On the left-hand side, you've got Declan Donnelly of Ant and Dec. And on the right-hand side, you've got Lady Gaga. So you've got Declan Donnelly and Lady Gaga getting you 2 points, hopefully, for question number 5. Henry Ford did also say that all cars should be painted black, but that was a separate thing from the quote. So I saw a couple of people did put black in the comments. Tiger King on Netflix. Yes, we are watching Tiger King on Netflix. Has anybody else watched Tiger King on Netflix? You can't make this stuff up. It's weird. These people, weird. Number 6. Which country do bonbons originally come from? And the answer there, it's our neighbours. It's France. French France. Sophie tried it, found it a bit much, so didn't watch it all. It is a bit much. It's a lot much. It's far too much. It's weird. I just can't believe that these people are real. Question number 7. What mountain is the highest mountain in Europe? Caitlin, please tell us. The highest mountain in Europe. It's Mount Elbrus. Though that might be pronounced Elbrus. You never know. E-L-B-R-U-S. I call it Elbrus. Mount Elbrus. Question number 8. Itty bitty word game. I wonder if Martin found it. Did he get there in time? Fast car, sudden stop. If you're in that fast car and it has the sudden stop, what might you go to the doctor about? You might go for whiplash. Whiplash gets you the answer. Oh, well, look at that. Louis Theroux also did something about Mr. Tiger King. I quite like Louis Theroux. He's also a bit weird, though. Alright, question number 9. Who is Britain's best-selling non-fiction author of the 2000s? The answer there is Jamie Oliver. Jamie Oliver. Yeah. Of the school dinner fame. It was his big decade. Question number 10, double pointer. Name of the film and the year that it was released. So the name of the film is Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings. And the year was 1993. Cool Runnings and 1993. Hopefully you got both parts. If you did, it's a double pointer. Oh dear. Oh, that is awkward, Caitlin. You get rid of that book. Get rid of that book. Now, there might be it might be the fact that Mont Blanc might be the tallest mountain in Europe, but might not be the highest mountain in Europe. There was a specific phrasing in the question, so it might be the fact that your book is correct, but it is not the highest, but the tallest. Oh, Martin was 3 years out. You don't get a t-shirt for that, Martin, even with Ken Bruce. You need to be 1 year out. Question number 11. Who was the president of the USA when the Berlin Wall fell? Well, that happened in, I think, 79. So it was George H.W. Bush. George H.W. Bush. It wasn't 79, it was 89. Or was it 91? Gosh, now I'm all over the place. It's definitely not 79. That was a mistake to say it. It's 89 or 91. Something. 89, I'm going with. Final answer, 89. We'll find out. Question number 12, 5 points. Can you name them all? Oh, one of them is Germany. Look at that. Right at the top. You've got Germany. You've got Armenia. You've got Chile. You've got Scotland. And you've got Iraq. If you got all 5, you get 5 points for it. We're getting questions. What is the difference between the highest and the tallest? The tallest is the height from the base of the mountain to the peak of the mountain. The highest is the one that reaches the highest altitude, irrelevant of where it started. I will thank my old geography teacher for that. Hopefully you got 5 points for the flags. I wouldn't have, but maybe you did. Germany, Armenia, Chile, Scotland, and Iraq. Caitlin is informing us it's 1991 for the Berlin Wall. Thank you, Caitlin. I knew one of you would know it. And I knew it wasn't me. Here we go, number 13. Sing along. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. It's by Billy Joel. We didn't start the fire. It's a great song. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. Judith, you're absolutely right. It is a bit pedantic, but that was the way you got the point. November 1991, my granddad says, for the Berlin Wall. Danielle's still not with us for the highest or tallest. Danielle, I could be totally wrong. But for tonight, we're going to stick with it. Question number 14. Elphaba, Glinda, and Fiyero are characters in what show? The answer there is Wicked. Wicked. Question number 15. Time for our singing computer. Let's have a listen to what the computer sang for us.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I am not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live.
And the answer is Elton John and Your Song. Your Song by Elton John. It's a nice song, isn't it? Most of his songs are. Although going through his discography, it's a hard word to say sometimes, going through his discography, there are lots of his songs that I had never heard of. Because he's so many songs, a lot of them have disappeared. I love all. Martin's drawing a diagram to explain the higher and taller distinction. Caitlin's given us given us a little story there to explain it as well. We're doing well. We're doing well. Question number 16. Which decade was the one-child policy introduced in China? The answer to that is the 1970s, and that's where I got my 1979 from. It was in 1979, so the decade was the 1970s. Question number 17. Name the city and the country from this skyline. If you got one part, you got both parts tonight, so it's a nice gift of an extra bonus point here, because the answer is Singapore. Singapore. This is Singapore. If you put it, please take 2 points. Question number 18, easy as pie, hopefully. What are energy drinks designed to give you? And the answer there is not what Josh put earlier, though that might be an unintended consequence. But it is in fact energy. Energy. Now it is entirely up to you how you wish to excrete that energy, but the drinks are only designed to provide the energy. It's your choice what you do with it. The song was Your Song. It was called Your Song by Elton John. Your Song by Elton John. Do you get any bonus points for visual explanations? Well, we'll see. We'll see. You never know. Judith wants you to take 4 bonus points. If that could make all the difference tonight, you never know. From the sounds of all your explanations, you're probably doing quite well anyway tonight. We will find out. Question number 19. Sheldon or Sheldon't? I found the Grinch to be a relatable, engaging character. This quote is a quote from Sheldon Cooper. He goes on to say that he then went off the Grinch when the Grinch succumbed to societal norms and decided to celebrate Christmas. Okay. Final one, number 20. Double points if you get it, so 2 points here if you can work out what are you seeing. Very literal puzzle here. Came with an extra little special drawing for you. Hopefully to make it super clear. Your answer? It's a bunch of fives. A bunch of fives. Which apparently means a fist. A bunch of fives. So hopefully you got that. If you did get it, it is worth 2 points. And it looks like you did get it. Some of you got it with capital letters as well. 2 points if you got that final one. Question number 20. So let's tally up your scores. Let's see how well you've done. Caitlin, we will see if you need those 4 bonus points. We will see how it does for you. Yes, I can see the fist from Martin there for his bunch of fives. There we go. Tomorrow's a big one. Tomorrow is a big one. It was supposed to be today, but you know, for what not? We've moved it on a day. Tomorrow's the 50th quiz. Unbelievable. The Romans have a special letter for this. That's it. I can't remember what it is. Is it M? M? I think it's M. Because X is 10. C is 100. It must be M. I'm going with M. No, M might be 1,000. No idea. Let's see your scores. Martin's dad used to say he'd get a bunch of 5s if he was naughty. Well, that's nicer than what I used to get, which was a belt. Here we go, points. Scores on the doors, 19. 19 for my parents, 19 for Emma and Josh too, 17 for Sophie and Tom, 17 for Jane, Steve and Barney, 23 for Michelle, Alice and Samuel, 18 for Grandma, 17 for Caroline, 21 for Ollie and Neve, 20 points for Rachel, 17 points for Caitlin. So I think you do need those 4 bonus points. 18 points for my Bubba and Grandad. Martin just gets an L tonight in our new grading system. 24 points for Auntie Cheryl. I don't know if Uncle Simon's playing as well today, but 24 points there in New York. 20 points for Judith and Stephen. Oh, Danielle and Martin aren't here tomorrow for the 50th. It's alright, we'll see you at the next one. 23 for the Westies. 23, great score. L is 50. Right, you're helping me out. Thank you. L is 50. So tomorrow will be the Elf quiz. The Elf quiz. Given that we will be missing some of our regulars tomorrow, I will let you know that once we arrive at the 50th, we are going to be changing our timetable so that our quizzes will be a Sunday quiz for our theme and a Wednesday quiz for our general knowledge. As the world is opening up again a little bit, I thought that we would go to a new schedule so that everybody can enjoy their hopefully renewed life in some way, shape or form, and still enjoy a bit of a quiz as well. That said, this Sunday may be an earlier time, but watch this space. I will put it on the YouTube page, so if you can join us, definitely please do. It'd be lovely to see you. If you can't, then I look forward to seeing you at the next one. Tomorrow we play at 8 o'clock, and then from there we won't be doing this Thursday because we will have hit our 50th. So then it's Sundays and Wednesdays. Sunday the theme, and Wednesday is general knowledge. Alright, it looks like tonight 24 points takes the lead with a couple of close runners up at 23. So Auntie Cheryl in New York wins at 24 points. So congratulations. And Uncle Simon, he's watching the Spurs, but he is also joining in as well. So there we go. Alright, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow if you're with us. And otherwise, have a lovely few days. Thank you for playing. Again, sorry for yesterday, but we're back now. See you soon. Bye-bye.